Well, hello everyone, it's Clutch here from the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. You're probably wondering why we're having this goofy angle. Well, today we're doing an unboxing video. So, this is my new helmet, recently acquired from Revzilla. I'll show you the number on it right there. This is the Advant X, and it's solid white gloss, and it's made by, of course, LS2, and I cannot remember what exactly the price is. I'll put the price on here in the video. But now, this isn't a true unboxing because, well, here's what's funny about that. Yeah, I completely started unboxing it, and then I'm like, well, why didn't I do a video? So it's kind of an unboxing, but like I said, the LS2 helmet here, good little helmet. So part of the reason I chose the LS2 helmet was what you get with it. So first of all, you get an actual shield. Like, you already get the dark shield with it. Now granted, I generally won't run with the dark shield, but tell you what, it's kind of nice to have that as an option. The other thing that's really nice that comes in the box with it is you have a pin lock. They actually send a pin lock. You don't have to buy it. So, two things, very nice. And that was two of the things that drew me to going with this LS2 helmet, was the fact that it came with a lot of some very nice and extra stuff. So here's some more things it comes with. So, it comes with this nice little bag here, and actually this is a little bit different bag from the one that my wife got with hers. But another cool thing about it is there's a little spot for your shield right there. So if you're carrying your spare shield, your dark shield, you can do it in there. And let's get into another thing I like about the LS2 is you get two bags. So you get this bag that you can travel with, and you get this nicer little bag right here. Now, the bag you can travel with, obviously you can zip it up. It's got little back straps. You can put it actually on your back, so that's kind of cool. Part of the reason why we bought these is, well, the original plan was this fall is we were going to go to Vietnam, but, well, let's put it this way, situation has changed, and yes, we're pretty much not going anywhere this year because, well, you know, when you gotta worry about, hey, what's going to happen with the job, you know, is what it is. So, but here you go. Here's the bag it comes in, the LS2 bag, and actually it's a pretty fancy bag. It's not the cheap chintzy ones you get with a lot of helmets. This has actually got a pretty nice, robust bag. And a lot of this is what drew me to them, is just knowing what they came with and everything they came with. So like I said before, this isn't a true unboxing because I've already removed those. Obviously, it's got that shield. It's got the internal shield, as expected. But here's what the big reason why I really want this helmet is this modular system. Just like that. Ain't that kind of cool? This modular system. And I like this one because it obviously it won't close on itself when you open it, but what's nice is about it is when it does open, it pops it right straight open for you. So that was one big selling point for me. And also, the other thing I really like about this helmet is, well, it's also ECE. Which, that's one thing that kind of annoys me about helmets now. Yes, I get it. Sure, they're just to the same standard as everybody else, whatever. But if I'm riding, I want to kind of start riding around the world. And if I want to use my old trusty helmet around the world, well, I kind of need ECE. And to me, I think it's outrageous that you spend $900 on a helmet and you can't even get an ECE sticker on it. I think it's ridiculous. Especially, you know damn well those have probably gone through it, but here's the problem. Sure, you can know they're fine, but if I'm riding around in Europe or somewhere else, I'm pretty sure law enforcement isn't going to care if it's the same helmet's available in Europe, because guess what? It is not. It does not work. So, you know, is what it is with that stuff. But that's another big part of the reason why I did it. But another thing, like I said, is I really like the way this full opening goes. And also the amount of stuff you get in this helmet, the amount of thing like this was, all right, I want to say it's around that $450 price range. Well, probably about $500. And in my mind, for what you get, especially when you consider you get the 2 bags, you get the pin lock. And also, you get the dark shield, like, included. I think you get a lot of bang for your buck for this helmet. So, this is the helmet we're going to be running with for now. A few questions. Color-wise, why did I choose white? Here's why I chose white. And the reason I chose white is because, well, it's just another way for me to be seen. White stands out a lot better than black in my mind. So that's why we went with white. Now, a few things that might be a challenge. Obviously, where am I going to put my GoPro? Haven't figured that out yet. Also, face-wise, there isn't a ton of room. So, but now that we've unboxed this thing, let's talk about this from a different angle with me talking to you normally. Alright, so once again, taking a look at it, like I said, I really like this style opening. Like, this was the big selling point for me, was how this thing opens and closes. Because you know, there are times where I'll sit there and I'll have I really did wish, you know, when we first started talking about these modular helmets, and, you know, they talk about, you know, let's be honest, we all know that wasn't supposed to be, you're not supposed to ride around the modular helmet up, but also that was a big selling point of the helmet when they first came out. Like, what's the point of the helmet if you can't do it? Well, then Shark released those flip around helmets quite a few years ago, and I thought that would be pretty cool. Well, then LS2 entered it with one of theirs, and HJC entered as well. I was originally going to look at the HJC, but once again, DOT. So that's why I went with the LS2. So, and here's another thing I like about this. Like, it seems like a lot of these LS2 helmets, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Like, this is about a $500 helmet, but I think for $500, I got quite a bit of a helmet. Just looking at it, it looks like it's pretty professional, well built. Don't get me wrong, I really like my HJCs, but at the same time, there are times with HJCs where, like, yep, you can tell it's a $200 helmet, right? I mean, it does the trick, but at the same time, there's a big difference when you get this. And I think with this, you get almost a premium style helmet for not too bad of a price. Another thing I like about this is we have the old clamp, this click clamp here again. I don't know if you can see that. That looks pretty cool. Also, I do like that pull is right there. So basically, you pull, and it's right there, and it's handy. It's easy for you to get off. So let's throw her on. Now, putting one of these on the first time, like when you're trying it on or whatever, it is tight. I mean, it's tight on the cheeks. It's not uncomfortably tight, but this helmet is definitely tight on the cheeks. Obviously, if you got glasses, make sure you take them off, and take them off before you pull the helmet off, because you'll take the glasses with you regardless. Like I said before, little clip right here. There it is. It's clipped in. Nice, easy, like I said, and to get it off, quick and easy. So that's one thing that attracted me to it. And like I said, the big thing is right here, having this shield that comes all the way around. Just like that. I can put my visor down like so. You might have missed that, but I can put my visor down like that. Also, if I want some shades, I can put the shades down. I generally run with sunglasses, but in the end, maybe I shouldn't be, maybe I should have this out. But in the end, you know, it's, like I said, it's really, like I said, that's, you put this on, and it feels pretty good. Like, it's got a good feel to it. It feels like it was, like, built very well. But yeah. And like I said, that comes around like that. I can put a dark shield on if I want. That comes around pretty easily, and I can shove it right back down. Now, a few things that I'm gonna have to get used to on it. One of the first things here is you'll notice when this comes down, that kind of will catch. Now, I don't think most people have this issue. Like my wife, she does not have that issue, but I got kind of a chin here, so that may be a concern. Also, I'm going to have to put my intercom system back just a little bit. I'm used to it being a little further forward, but to accompany, to get that thing in there, to what you got to do. Also, I'm going to have to get used to having the visor where I got to put it down in the middle all the time. I'm used to having it on sides, but from my understanding, to have clearance for this chin bar, they had to put the visor up like that. But I think that will be probably something very easy to get used to. But the one thing I really am going to like about it is, you know, if you look at this right here, look at all this visibility I got right here, even with the chin bar down. Like I could dang near put something with the straw in my mouth and not even have to lift the chin bar. So I'm going to like that, you know, having a big amount of visibility. That's going to be a good thing. And like I said, this is probably the biggest selling point of it for me right here, is that I can do this, but yeah, it's not too much weight. And I will say this, the chin bar feels very light. It's a very light chin bar. I'm going to actually take this off because it's pretty hot in this garage. Once again, that pops off. Get your glasses. There you go. But that chin bar, I really like that chin bar. I think this is going to be a really good helmet. I'm really looking forward to getting excited to getting this thing on. We're going to get all my stuff put on here, get my camera put on here. I haven't quite decided how I want to approach the camera yet, especially the GoPro. I thought about doing a side mount on it, but honestly, I think I'm probably just going to mount up front here, and just when I'm using my GoPro, I'm just going to run with visor down, or chin bar down. I think that's going to be the best shot. When you're running with your GoPro up front, I think gives a little bit better video, gives you a better look of where you're at. Also, like I said, the side always kind of sucks because then you always got, you know, a side of a helmet in your way when you're trying to see, and I don't really want that. The other thing too is I may make a lot more use of my Insta360 camera. Running with the DJI mic, maybe hook that to wherever I put my intercom in here, hook it somewhere on the helmet so that I can still get some pretty good video out of it, and I can get good audio out of it. Like I said, it's going to be a learning experience because going from, you know, where, you know, I'm so used to one style helmet for so long and changing up the helmet quite a bit, like with this one, it's definitely going to be a learning curve. But like I said, I am very much looking forward to riding with this helmet, because I think this is going to be a good helmet. And the HJC, it's been a reliable helmet, but it's definitely time to replace it, and we'll give this a shot. And I guess stay tuned. Oh, well, hey, that's interesting. You get a 5-year warranty with this as well. So even more things that you can get with this helmet. But anyways, that is the LS2 Advant X. You can find it basically at your favorite local helmet dealer. You can also find it obviously at Revzilla, Cycle Gear, J&P Cycles, all them. I am pretty sure you can order it on Amazon, you know, all them places. So, but, you know, I will be letting you know how this goes. So stay tuned to Sodak Motorcycle Blog, and we will talk more about it. But anyways, now that we've done that awkward transition, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. So once again, I'd like to thank you for stopping by the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. We make weekly motorcycle videos and covering Black Hills, obviously Western South Dakota, Sturgis Rally, Old Dudes on Gold Wings, all that fun stuff. So if you like what you see, hit the like button. If you dislike what you see, hit the dislike button. That's okay too. Feel free to leave a comment, good and bad. Comments get featured on our monthly comment show called Comments and Beer. And also, if you don't want to wait for that Comments and Beer show, if you really like what you see, you can hit the like button, or you can hit the subscribe button. You can subscribe to the Sodak Motorcycle Blog. Also, if you really like it, you can pop in $2.99 a month, become a member of the Sodak Motorcycle Blog, and if you do that, you're going to get priority reply to comments. You're also going to get instant access to videos, so when I upload a video, you'll be able to see it. At this point, I have 2 videos that have not come out yet, but if you remember, you can see them right now. So I encourage you to check those out. And one more thing, like I said, we do videos weekly. They drop every Thursday. They drop it Thursday at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. And if you don't know what Mountain Time is, just look for the time in Denver, Colorado. That's the time it is here. But anyways, for the Sodak Motorcycle Blog, I am Clutch. We will see you later.